Morning, Vande Matram, welcome all of you. So, on this glorious morning, we are going to discuss a great topic that is on the chakras or centers of consciousness. So, in this yogic process, people who are pursuing this yogic path actually they are well aware of the different types of chakras, almost the 7 chakras that is existing. So without them, and finally at the spinal level, that is spinal joint, that Muladhara, serpent, Kundalini, these are the well-known topics, well-known terms that are almost known to the sadhus or sadhakas or people who are pursuing this sadhana path. So we are going to discuss, of course, brief on these topics from Sri Aurobindo's writings mainly. So this is the topic of discussion we are going to discuss right now, and these are the chakras, these mind centers. We know Sahasradhala and Sahasra and our crown center. Again comes that Ajna Chakra or forehead center. Then comes our throat center. After this throat center, we get the heart center. Then we get the navel and abdomen and the lower navel. Then comes the Muladhara. That these are the chakras normally we find or we know, and that is almost known to the people who are pursuing this sadhana path. So, in brief, of course, we are going to discuss from Sri Aurobindo on the functions of the chakras. So these are the things, and these are the topics that is we are going to discuss right now. Sri Aurobindo initially quotes the function of the chakras or centers. There are 7 in numbers. Sri Aurobindo quotes these chakras or centers are 7 in numbers. Number 1, 1,000 petaled lotus on the top of the head. 1,000 petaled lotus on the top of the head, that is number 1. Number 2, middle of the forehead, that is Ajna Chakra, will, vision, dynamic thought. These are the expressions, outward expressions in that center. In the middle, that is known as Ajna Chakra. Number 3, that is in the throat center, externalizing mind. Number 4, heart lotus, which is otherwise known as emotional center. The psychic is just behind it. Then comes the navel, very interesting, that is higher vital proper. Then below navel, that is lower vital. So lower vital, it has got almost 2 centers. One is navel and the below navel. Then finally comes the Muladhara, that is actually physical. After describing all these things, Sri Aurobindo comments all these centers are on the almost in the middle of the body, that you are well aware of, middle of the body. They are supposed to be attached to the spinal cords, because most of the thing this spinal cord it plays a vital role. Now itself we are of course unconsciously or consciously, overtly or covertly speaking, the spinal cord, spondylites and all. When we speak of the spondylites, pain in the abdomen region, that is coming, and again the spinal cord, that name comes to the fore, to the front. So again, but the fact all these things are in the subtle body, not in the sthula deha, but in the sukma deha, subtle body, sukma deha. Though one has the feeling of their activities as if the physical body when the consciousness is awake. To know, to realize that awakening of the consciousness is utmost necessary, it is a must. So, to know, to go through, to pursue, to actually analyze the things that, of course, this consciousness, awakening of consciousness is the most essential condition. Again, of course, here in the discusses in little bit in detail. Number 1 is 1,000 petaled head lotus. That chakra or center of the higher will and knowledge signifies it has got the it is the center of higher will and knowledge. Number 2, lotus in the forehead. Lotus in the forehead, that is in there, yeah, we can find will, vision, and mental dynamism. Next one, the lotus in the throat, expression of the external mind. Number 4 comes the lotus of the heart, emotion, dynamic vital feeling. Behind the heart is the center for the psychic being, we know soul or psychic being. Psychic being, that is the spark of the divine, we know that is behind the heart center. Then comes number 5, that is lotus of the navel, that is higher vital, already we have seen higher vital proper. Then lotus of the abdomen, that is lower vital. Then comes at the end of the spine, the lotus at the end of the spine, that is actually known as Muladhara. That is the physical consciousness. So these are the 7 centers that normally we find while discussing the centers of reference and these chakras. So again, Sri Aurobindo tries to quote, in the process of our yoga, when we are pursuing this path of the yoga, in the process of this yoga, the centers have the fixed psychological use. All the center individually, they have got their own psychological use, and general function is on which base all the special powers of the functioning. We will discuss one by one about the functioning of the all centers in brief. Muladhara, from the down top, Muladhara we know near at the sign at the spinal end. So Muladhara governs the physical down from the subconscient. Down from the subconscient, this is physical consciousness. End of the spine it is situated. Then comes the next number 6, from bottom it is number 2. From top it is number 6. From bottom we are coming. So from the bottom, number 2 is abdominal center, that is actually called Swadhisthana. So it governs the lower vital. And a little bit ahead on number 3 from the bottom, that is navel center, that is known as actually in Nabhi Padma or Manipura. So it governs the larger vital proper. So next comes the in between that heart center, that is known as your Anahata or heart Hutpadma, that governs all the emotional beings. Then comes the throat center. Throat center, actually it is known as Visuddha, governs the expressive and externalizing mind. It actually this Visuddha, it governs expressive and the externalizing mind. Then comes the center between the eyebrows in the forehead. Already we have a little bit we are discussed. Centers between the eyebrows, that is known as Agnya Chakra. Agnya Chakra governs the dynamic mind, will, vision, mental formations. Then finally comes at the top of the head we find thousand petals lotus, Sahasradala Sahasra, above the commands of the higher thinking mind, houses the still higher illumined mind. At its highest point, we find intuition, through which and by which over time directness to the overmind. From mind we will proceed towards the supermind. On the in between that we find the spiritual mind. So from this Sahasra we penetrate into the higher mind and even to the illumined mind. And after a little bit hour we go for intuition, and through intuition we pass into the overmind. So that is the for the with who is the communication or an immediate contact we get. In the next page, Sri Aurobindo actually tries to explain how is the color of these chakras. Usually, color of the only Sri Aurobindo or something that yogic discipline they can be able to understand, nothing visible to the naked eye. So I have heard there. Your question was put whether two lotuses in the heart centers here in the course. That is not like this. About the two lotuses here in the tries to confirm, one in front of the higher vital or emotional being, another is concealed and the concealed the soul or psychic being. These are the things. One is outer expression, one is inner expression. In front of the higher vital or an emotional being, and it is behind and concealed the soul or psychic being, like this. In front, it is higher vital or emotional being. Behind and concealed, the soul or psychic being. These are the two forms. And Sri Aurobindo again quotes of the color of this. What is the color? Colors of the lotuses of the numbers of the petals respectively. Number one, from the bottom to top, Muladhara or physical consciousness center. it has got 4 petals. Number of petals is 4 and the color is red. Then comes abdominal centers. It has 6 petals, deep purple red. Number 3, navel, 10 petals, violet. Heart center, 12 petals, we have got the golden pink. The throat center, we find 16 petals, color is grey. And the number forehead center between the eyebrows, it has got 2 petals and the color is white. Then thousand petaled lotus above the head, it is blue with golden lightnings like this. So these are the description and these are the colors and the number of petals after we find. Then what are the really the functions of these chakras here in the course and tries to analyze and explain of course. The commanding the physical, number one, commanding the physical consciousness and the subconscious, that is from down up, that is Muladhara. Number two, commanding the small vital movements and the life, greeds, loss, desires, small sense movements. Navel, that vital proper, these are the things. Number three, commanding the larger life forces, vital proper, higher vital, and the passions and the larger desire movements. Number four, in the heart, commanding the higher emotional feeling, that is the psychic, deep behind it, that is the heart center. We come to the throat, commanding the expression and or all externalization of the mind movements and the mind mental forces. Number seven, that is above the head, it is actually commanding thought, will, and number six is commanding thought, will, and vision. Number seven, we are finding commanding the higher thinking mind and the illumined mind and opening towards the intuition and the overmind. Here in the course, this number 7 that we have already known, that is actually chakras, higher wheel, and we have seen that is that center we have seen thousand petal, the lotus on the above the head. That is sometimes there in the course, that is sometimes confused with the brain, but that is an error. Brain is only a channel for communication, situated between the throat, thousand petaled and the forehead center. In between that the center, brain is situated, and of course it is known as called sometimes it is called as the void center or sunya. Either because it is not in the body but apparent void above, but because it is situated and passed into the one enters into the silence and the spiritual being, he got the glimpse. Against Sri Aurobindo quotes of with respect to this yoga, Sri Aurobindo quotes beautifully with respect chakras only with respect to the yoga. In ordinary people, they are not at all open. In the process of sadhana, it is actually this power and the light opens with which really these chakras open. For the chakras are the centers of the inner consciousness and belong originally to the subtle body, belong to the subtle body. So much it as to active, not active in ordinary people, very little, not at all or very little, for they are not living in the outer consciousness. Again, as meant by centers, center of consciousness, the term we use the center, that is chakras. It is there by their opening in the yogic or inner consciousness develops only by the yoga with the penetration of light and all, with the awakening of the consciousness it opens. Otherwise it is in the ordinary people, they are staying in the ordinary consciousness, they don't know. Again, the spine is the support, that Kundalini we know is the support of the centers, and the throat is and through the spine that the tantric sadhana and the Kundalini is possible. Against here in the course, above the Muladhara is connected to centers above the Muladhara, connected with the higher worlds before the physical, vital, mental, and the psychic, and with the higher vital, starting from the Muladhara and the below, it is the physical and subconscious worlds. Then actually three layers, lower centers, physical, lower physical, vital, and of course quite they are different. Three lower planes, mind, life, and matter. Like this, it has been described. So this is the great mental chakras we are discussing. Thank you.